are. Few new things. Some great, some not so great. Right here, you can see now that there are three anemones. Just got a new one from a friend recently, and it's acclimating pretty nicely. So I'm happy with how it's doing. At first, it gave me a scare because it was moving around and really was kind of dark colored, but it looks way better now. But as you can see, there's a lot of cyano all of a sudden. I mean, and of course there's other algae too. And due to a few life events that happened recently, including a death in the family, so there were a few things, and I hadn't really been able to maintain the tank much this week. But the fact of the matter is, even so, there shouldn't be this much cyano. But we're going to take care of that. And that process will be starting today. In fact, I'm going to do a video on exactly this. And it'll be a little while before it comes out, because I'm going to document the change from start to finish for you. So just stay tuned for that. And as you can see, the ozone has done a tremendous job in here. You can see how much clearer the water is. I mean, it was as yellow as you want to be before I started ozone. I've been running it now about 2 months, and it only took about a week really to clear out like this. So I'm pretty impressed with how that's going. So another new thing that I have going on down here, let's see if I can get a really good picture of this. That right there was an Anachloropsis phytoplankton. That particular, let me in fact show you this a little better, because I have one culture that's not doing as good as the others, but I have a solution for that coming up pretty soon. But I want you to be able to really see the one that is doing really good. Well, at least it certainly is doing better than it's looking in this picture. But so I do have that going. I'm also going to do a video on it eventually, so stay tuned for that as well. But I just basically wanted to give you a quick update also, just to let you know how the reef's going and what is happening these days. And see, my fish are still doing fairly decent. And it just amazes me how these two are about the same size. And they are both beautiful fish. And here's a clownfish doing good. One of several snails. I have 5 in here right now. I did lose one, unfortunately. But the rest are doing really good. So that's a good thing. But I am definitely about to be doing something about this cyanobacteria. And in fact, all this algae is going to get taken care of, because what I'm going to do is I am going to get this glass scraped. I'm going to drop the nutrient levels. My phosphates are at like a little bit below 0.09 parts per million for phosphates, and nitrates are 75 parts per million. Just a slight imbalance there, don't you think? Yeah, so that's going to get dealt with. I'm going to clean this sand up real good. I know that part of this cyano comes from the fact that I'd been stirring up the sand, and believe it or not, it's actually cleared slightly. But it's still pretty much where it's been for a while now, which is not good. But I have some solutions that I'm going to be talking about here in an upcoming video. So like I said, hey, how you guys doing? Red lighting, hello. And hello to the Dark Brothers. Not too much is up. I'm just kind of chilling on a lazy Sunday afternoon. And a beautiful one. Sadly, our weather's about to get a lot hotter. But for a little while, it's been nice having a break. Here's my... Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, everybody, whether they're subbed or not, just the fact that you tune in, I care about you guys. You know, and, you know, I'm not as much looking to be monetized as I'm looking to help you guys. That's why I'm willing to post my failures as well as my successes. That is something that's very important to me. So, I appreciate it. And I hope that you enjoy the content. So, yeah, but as you can see, like I said, these nutrients have to start coming down, and particularly nitrate. Phosphate's pretty good where it's at. And the fact that I dose phytoplankton, I think, has helped the system quite a bit. Oh, I'm getting ready to get rid of the cyanobacteria, as you can see in here. There's quite a bit of it. And it's due to the fact that I had some life events happen recently that made it so I really didn't have time to do the maintenance on this tank I usually do. That's why it's so foggy looking right now. There's algae and stuff on the glass that needs to go. And part of the problem is that my nutrients are high, or at least my nitrates are high. My phosphates are perfect, but part of the problem has been that the nutrients are high and that I've been dosing phytoplankton. I think that's actually helped the phosphates, but the fact of the matter is, even after 7 days, it should not look like this. I mean, a little algae here and there I could see, but this is a little ridiculous now. So I'm going to be doing a video very soon on detailing the eradication of cyano and what I'm doing. And, you know, I'll show the progress that I'm making with it. And you'll be able to see it from start to finish. I don't expect it to take super long because of the methods I'm going to use. But that all I'm going to describe in another video. And I'm also going to do a video on culturing phytoplankton before long. So how are you guys doing today? And do you guys have any questions? I mean, they don't have to necessarily be about cyano and such. I mean, any questions that you might have, you know, I'd be happy to answer. But there's also good news in here. I'm starting to really get some coralline growth despite the cyano growth. And plus, another thing that's been causing the cyano is the fact that I have been stirring the sand bed quite a bit because there was a lot of not so good stuff in it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, see, here's one spot of coralline, and a whole bunch of it here. And I am purposely letting it grow because I want it to grow on the sides and eventually the back. But right now it's not growing as much on the back as I'd like. It is definitely, let's see if we can, see that's all, right there, that's all coralline, and there's actually coralline under this right now too, the cyanobacteria. Like I said, today is going to be the day where it starts. Oh, and here we go. Here's my fire shrimp. He's out today. He is a beauty. I love this fish. Let's see if he'll actually get to clean somebody, because that's what he's doing. He's looking for a fish to clean. I'm hoping that they go and use his services. Let's see what happens here for a couple moments. But yeah, like I said earlier, it is very important to me. Oh, the hippo tank's thinking about it. But it's very important to me to be as authentic as I can be. Too many reefers, I think, only show when the tank looks perfect, like as though they've never had a speck of algae in their lives. But you know, when this tank does become exactly what I envision it, are we going to do it? I'm surprised he didn't reach out. Usually he does when he's sitting here like this. But yeah, I was going to say it's important to be authentic with you guys, and because this is the reality of a reef tank. When you first start one, and I mean this tank is doing extremely well considering that it's only been up since late February, actually early March. It was March the 6th that I officially got it wet. Now, that said, all this rock was in a previous system that I literally just took it out of that one, used water from that system, and just put it into this one. So, I mean, there was a mini cycle, but it didn't last long. So, in a sense, this has really been up and running since about November 30th of last year. So, I think that's pretty cool. And some of these corals I've had exactly that long, like this one right here. That one has grown to be twice the size that it was, if not 3 times the size it was. It's certainly twice as tall as it was. That's the only bad thing about a shallow tank like this. But that's okay, because I can always frag it and start a new one. And I have a tank, a 20-gallon that's sitting upstairs. I could always move this to that one if I need to. So, and these mushrooms, I don't know if you guys remember when they were just little teeny things. They're really starting to grow quite exponentially. So I'm really happy about that. And there's one of my Kenya trees. But yeah, once this tank has SPS and everything else in it, and believe it or not, this tank really isn't that far from being SPS ready. I just need to get the cyano under control, and it pretty much will be ready. Because coralline's been spreading like crazy in here. It may not appear it looking at it like this right now. But once this cyano's out of the way, you'll really be able to see where the coralline has taken over. And you can see some of it through here. So, I mean, it's there. It's just cyano's covering a lot of it right now. And one of my favorite things to do is I'll come here at night. I have a couple coral banded shrimp in here too. And every once in a while they'll come out by day, but it's been a while. They mainly still just come out at night. And I'll catch them once in a while. I'm going to try to get them on video at night so that you can see them. But, you know, once this tank's got SPS in it and everything, you know, you'll actually get to see that the things that I'm showing you, you'll get to see whether they work or not. You know, the proof is in the pudding, is how I like to, that's what I would say. And that's what I look for when I watch other reefers' videos. You know, it's like, okay, you say this works, but your tank looked immaculate in the last video, and I mean, yeah, it looks immaculate, but, you know, is it real? I mean, well, not that is it really, but some of those tanks, you wonder if they, especially the smaller ones that look perfect, you have to wonder if they just literally just turn the sand and everything else like the day before and it looks immaculate or what, but that's to me anyway. It doesn't mean that they're not, and it doesn't mean that those reefers are doing anything wrong. It's just you have no point of reference. Here you have a point of reference. Here you can see that right now it's not looking perfect exactly. But you're going to get to see how I deal with it. And you'll actually get to see that it's going to go away. I did that with dinos too at one point, where I showed that they were here and then, you know, now they're gone. And just like with dinos, or any pest algae, you know, using just one method to try to get rid of it is not going to work. You want to use multiple methods. And that's what I'm going to do with the cyano. Now, granted, there aren't quite as many that you can use with cyano as with dinos, but the basic ones are the same. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same thing. You're trying to eradicate one thing in the hopes that others will grow that are desirable. And that is how I'm going to deal with all of this. So, you guys have any other questions? Okay, then at this point, I love these two. These two are beautiful. And here's my coral beauty. He hadn't been out and shot yet today. So, as you can see, he's doing really good. All my fish, thank God, are doing good. And so, I am going to end this video at this point, I do believe. Or I mean this live stream, I should say. And glory be to God who made everything you see in this reef with his hands. So, that said, Guys, reef smarter, not harder. And don't forget to get the best bang for your buck. That is the budget reefer way. I hope you all have a blessed week. Stay out of the heat, guys, as much as you can. Have a great week.